Hello everyone and welcome back to the F1 1999 season mod here on F1 2013. We're in our Jordan driving as Heinz-Harald Frentzen and we're about to start the second round of the season. If you haven't seen the first episode, go check it out and let's go straight into qualifying here. So, it's a full wet qualifying here in Brazil. I haven't driven these cars on the wets yet, so I'm throwing myself right into the deep end here. And let's see what we can do. Difficult braking here coming into turn 1. You can see we're already losing time to Schumacher here and now to Hakkinen, who are at the moment the fastest car around here through the Schumacher S. And we've already lost quite a bit of time here. In that first sector now, coming to the first sector split, we can see the time difference to pole position is already 7/10. So we've got some stuff to do here in the middle sector to try and regain some position, but I'm really struggling with the conditions now. You can see trying to keep it clean around here, running a little bit wide here, and really difficult to get the car slowed down here, but kept it on the track so far. And now that left-hander here, we're still quite a bit behind and not really gaining anything on the pole time at the moment. Again, difficult braking here. We can see our tyres are actually a bit too cool. Not really enough temperature in them, but there's nothing really I can do about it. It's just so soaking wet here on the track. Using all the track there on the right, we can see we're already 1.5 seconds down. Goodish run out of the last corner here, and from here on out it's just full throttle to the line. And looking at my wet pace, I can only hope it's going to be dry for the race. So let's see where we're going to end up, and it's actually P21. That's definitely not what we're looking for. Our teammate in P10, so we're starting on the back foot here for the race. And now we are on the grid of the Brazilian Grand Prix. David Coulthard again on pole position there. And we're going to start second to last, just in front of a Minardi there. So we have a lot of overtaking to do in this race if we want to gain any points. That would be 6th position then. We can see we have 5 lights. We're going to wait, lights out, and the race is underway. A decent start there from us, but also a good one from Panisse. And in the second phase of the acceleration there, I completely messed up that upshift, and on the outside here there's not really anywhere I can go. The BAR in front of me is going slowly. That's Badoer through, and now we're actually last, but Zonta gets a bad run there, and we get that position, so we're right where we started at the moment. Now going down the inside of Villeneuve here, and a huge bunch of other cars who all go slow into that left hand there. As I said in the last episode, lap 1 is where we can make our moves, because that's where the AI is weak on this particular game. But now next up is Sakagi. That wasn't really planned actually, I just broke where I guess I'd had to brake, but yeah, the AI going so slow, I overtook another bunch of cars. That was a bit of contact there with De La Rosa. I wasn't really happy with the way I overtook him there. But next up is Fisichella in the Benetton in front of us. And let's see if we can get a good run here out of the last corner. Actually, he brakes a little bit early, having a little look here. And he goes onto the curb. We get the better exit, and that's Fisichella done there. So next up is actually already our teammate, Damon. He's in P11, so he lost 1 position compared to the start now. But he is a bit down the road, so we'll have to try and haul that in. So cutting to lap 2, we can see we've caught up to the back of Damon. He's actually in a battle there with a Lacey. That slows them down, and we managed to get to the back of them. Hill braking early. We go for a late lunge up the inside. He's trying to do the switchback, but we block him off here on the inside. He can't really go around the outside there. He still tries to do so. There's nothing he can do about that. So cutting to lap 3 here. Now on the back of a Lacey in the Sauber, and we go straight up the inside due to a slipstream of Zanardi. Zanardi breaks early. We actually pass him as well, and that's already P9. Next up is the Stewart of Herbert here. So great moves being done here. Now end of the lap. Still behind Johnny here, and we get a nice tow here. That's going to be a thing during this race, and we go round the outside. You're coming onto the start free and straight. There's nothing Johnny Herbert can do about that, and that is now P8, and we can see Coulthard with 13.8. That is again about more than 1 second faster than we're lapping at the moment, so it doesn't seem like anything can stop him at the moment now. We're on lap 4 now. Here's the second Sauber of Diniz, and he's right in our way here, blocking us where he can. Now he goes to the outside. We'll try to go to the inside, but he brakes later than us actually, and gets somewhat a decent run here. But we should be close enough to get that slipstream effect. So let's see if we can make the same move versus Diniz like we did with Herbert here. He goes to the inside, we go to the outside. Actually a bit of contact with the wheels. It's a drag race down to turn 1. But let's see who's the latest of the late breakers, and it looks like that's going to be us, and that is P7. So good run there in the first 4 laps, that is. And we're only 1 position away from the points. We can see the next car ahead of us is Häkkinen, who's in a fight with Eddie Irvine here in the Ferrari. And we will try and capitalize on that and make our move to get into the points. So this race will have not been wasted for us, but Häkkinen gets a good run here, and since we're into the race a few laps now, the AI are on decent pace now, so moves will be more difficult, but yeah, we're behind him now, only a few tenths behind, and again we are in the slipstream, and actually now using Rich Mixer as well to really try and get past that McLaren Mercedes there. So Häkkinen, we go to the inside or outside. He actually stays kind of in the middle. We go to the inside now. As you can see, that was a bit more difficult than the other few cars. I nearly mess up turn 1, block off Mika there into turn 2, and stay ahead in turn 3 here. So that is now P6 on lap 8, and we're actually into the points now. Next up, trying to hunt him down is Eddie Irvine, but it looks like he has picked up the pace quite a bit here. So on to lap 8 now. We can see Mika still right behind us. Irvine has pulled out a little bit of a gap here. So let's see, are we going to go into the pits? I think we're going to wait, but Mika isn't, so he's going to try and do the undercut on us. And we're going to do the overcut in that case. So it's now really time to pull out a good lap here. You can see Irvine is just inching away ever so slightly, so nothing really I can do about this. He's actually coming into the pits here on the same lap as we are. That is lap 9. We now need a good pit stop to stay in front of Mika, who came in on the last lap. So let's see what our boys can do. That looks like a clean, quick pit stop. 4.1 seconds. We've been held a little bit there on the exit, but all in all, it was a decent stop now. Difficult pit exit here in Brazil, and let's see, I can see Mika there on the minimap behind us, and it looks like we're going to stay ahead of him, though they're slight touching the wall there on the exit, but at the moment we're staying ahead of Mika here, and lap 10 of 18 now. So cutting to lap 12, I'm really trying to hunt down Eddie now, setting fastest lap with a 13.013. So which is a very good pace at the moment, but yeah, Eddie is just already that far ahead, 12.7 now actually, so we're doing quick laps, but he's nearly 5 seconds ahead of us, so there's not much I can do about it. It's already lap 16, so we're just going to cut to the end of the race. Nothing much to do there in the second stint, put in some decent laps. But just not enough to catch any cars in front. So David Coulthard wins another race here, whereas Mika behind us won't gain any points, but considering where we started P6, I think we can be very happy with that, and that is another solid point there for our team, and obviously for ourselves as well. So now the official standings on screen for you. David Coulthard with another win, so that will put him on 20 points, and he will be the man in championship to beat. Championship standings coming onto your screen any moment now. There we go. And yeah, we're in P6 at the moment on 4 points, so pretty decent at the moment, right where we're supposed to be. Just having a look at the team championship now, we're in P5, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, comment and subscribe and all the good stuff, and see you next time. Bye bye.